Horrifying warning just issued about what's coming to every store parking lot across America. This must be stopped. Thanks to the mindless politicians who keep allowing Somali Muslims to invade and take over the state of Michigan, it's rapidly being transformed into a Sharia swamp. But in addition to Muslims, Michigan has an entirely other dire situation that most people are completely unaware of. With many unvetted foreigners flocking to Michigan, human trafficking rings are now becoming a highly alarming issue, where hundreds of women and children are disappearing off the streets at an alarming rate, with 74 abduction cases just this year, leaving the FBI and local authorities completely frazzled. Even though one local man by the name Noor Ali is fully aware of the human trafficking rings plaguing his state, he'd never thought that his state's statistic would almost become a disturbing personal reality after what happened this past week to his wife and youngest daughter while they were shopping at a local Target. It's Ali's hope that his urgent and frantic warning to others can help save someone else from being taken, as the situation in Michigan begins to quickly grow out of control. Ali's urgent video warning was recorded late at night from inside his car as he anxiously sat in the Target parking lot, looking for the man who almost abducted his family. Ali begins by sharing the traumatic experience that his wife and youngest daughter went through at Target, when then they were suddenly surrounded by 3 vehicles in the parking lot. So I'm sitting here at the Target on Michigan Avenue and Beck Road, and I think it's important to do a little live video on it and bit of awareness because my wife was here shopping the other day with my youngest daughter. This human trafficking thing has become very common for women and children shopping at grocery stores, department stores, anything of that matter. After his wife was nearly abducted by human traffickers along with their young daughter, Ali says that every few nights he comes back to the same Target parking lot to watch for the same group of cars that surrounded his wife. He believes this same group of people are actively scouting the area for new victims to kidnap. She was at this Target. I'm actually parked right on the spot because my wife feels like it's important to pass by here every couple of nights and look for these vehicles that almost took her and my daughter away. And if you guys are listening to this and watching this, this is a real thing going on in Michigan. We are the number 2 state for human trafficking and it is happening all over. I don't care where you live, how safe you feel, I don't care about any of that. You better hear me when I tell you. One of my coaches is a detective. He could tell you stories that would keep you up at night if you have a wife or children. I'm telling you, you better take it in. Ali says that it's very common to see suspicious vehicles parked in the back of store parking lots where these criminals are constantly scouting for their next victim to grab. Every vehicle parked out here. There's 2 of them in the back of this lot right now where people are just sitting suspiciously in the back of the Target parking lot. Why? What are you doing in the back of the parking lot for half hour now? Who are you looking for? Sitting out there in the dark. It's weird. It's gut-wrenching. I could have lost my wife and my child to this situation. 2 women come out of the Target that night. Thank they had the awareness to realize something wasn't right. And they got in the car by my wife and sat there and watched the situation. Because they knew something wasn't right. And I'm telling you, these stories are popping up so frequently. If you're watching this and you're able to share my video, share it and understand that we all need to be talking about this. There's so much going on in this country right now and everybody wants to fight with everybody. Here's something we can all stand behind. He goes on to say that we must all keep our eye out for what's going on and make sure that people, especially women, have a way to protect themselves when they're in public. Watch when your family goes out at night, keep an eye on your children, keep an eye on your wife. If she's able to carry a gun, great. Mace, a knife, something. We're not recommending shopping at these places at night. These vehicles are parked suspiciously in different parking lots all over. These stories are popping up left and right. And I'm telling you, it's the real deal going on out here. Be vigilant, keep your eyes peeled, look around for people. If you're out shopping, especially if you're a male, keep your eye out. A woman who may be shopping with her young children heading out to the parking lot. Keep your eyes peeled when you're leaving because you never know if that person could use an extra set of eyes in their situation. Because this stuff is happening so much in the price tags that they're putting on kids' heads and even adult women. And I'm telling you, it's in so many cities because we have access to the Canada Bridge. It's scary. Since the night of almost being abducted, Ali and his wife have now made it their mission to not only catch the men who were prowling Target that night, but to help warn and save others from meeting the fate that almost ended her life. My wife can hardly sleep thinking about this situation, and she feels that we need to look out for other people, so that's what we're doing. They went inside the Target here and I'm basically out here watching. It's almost like a situation where we almost feel like maybe we can bait some idiot to maybe make a wrong move here and I can get out of the car and beat them senseless. This is something that needs to be talked about a lot more, and I feel like it's not. The media loves to cover all the hatred in the world right now, but they don't want to talk a lot about kids and people being taken and how much this stuff is happening. And the price tags that are on people's heads and the stuff that you post on Facebook. They take your pictures and they take your info and they create these internet-based profiles of your kids. Ali concludes by saying that people need to pay attention because it can happen to anyone at any time at any location. For you naysayers that are sitting out there like, oh, it will never happen to us, it almost happened to my wife. And someone could be watching your kids and your wife right now while they're shopping. They could be floating around the Target store like they do here with nothing in their hands, and don't think this is specific to any one race either. These are Cadillacs, these are gorgeous vehicles pulling up with people of all races pulling this off. Not just white, not just black, not just Arabic, not just Asian or Indian. Everybody. They are taking people and they are willing to risk anything to do it. They're fearless. I wish they would have the live security video of what happened to my wife and you could see how fearless these 3 cars were that surrounded her and how serious this situation is. I hope some people are paying attention. And I hope some people care. I hope some people begin to talk about stuff like this and what we can do to shut it down. So help me. If I ever see your wife or your kids in trouble, I'll take action. I'll whoop somebody down. And I hope some of you do the same. Got to start looking out for people. We got to start caring more. We're so busy wanting to fight over the dumbest crap in this world, we need to care about the real threats going on, and this is real. Taking women and taking children is real. Be sure to share this story. It could save a life. It's the fastest growing crime not only in the world but also here in America, human trafficking expert Dr. Jeff Brodsky stated in a recent interview with the local news. Thank you for watching this video. What do you think about this? Share this on Facebook and Twitter along with your comments.